Hey you guys, how's it going? Decivye here, and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. It's been a while since we last uploaded on this channel, but I am still very much alive, and I'm hoping to be a little bit more consistent with my upload because, you know, I've been busy lately, but, you know, whatever. Today, we got a new video for you, a full flight video. We're going to be going from Boston City to New York, and we're going to be landing at Newark Airport. And this is a live weather, I guess. You could say it's a live weather. Yeah. So it's raining here in Boston. Basic flight. I had the flight plan set up here. Before starting up the flight, I made the flight plan on the main menu. And so this is going to take us straight to New York. And we got about 170 nautical miles roughly to our destination. And we're just about to get ready for our taxi to the runway. We're going to be using runway 27. Let me just open up the VFR map really quickly. So we're going to be using runway 27, which is this runway over here, for our departure. Alright, first things first, flaps. Set 1. Make sure that's in position 1. Speed brakes. Arming for takeoff. Initial climb, we'll be climbing to 7,000 feet, and for this flight, you guys, it is a short distance flight, only got about 170 nautical miles. I'm going to be choosing to cruise at an altitude of like 22,000 feet. Speed and our heading can remain on manage heading mode. We'll leave it there. And then let's turn on our landing lights and set that to takeoff. Cool. Alright. Speed spoilers have been armed, and I'm going to release our parking brake. We're going to make our way to the runway and prepare for our takeoff. Alright, you guys, we got runway 27 ahead of us. We are now going to line up with the runway. Start prepping for our takeoff roll. We got our autopilot set up. We're going to climb initially to 7,000 feet. Cruising altitude for this flight will be 22,000 feet. Alright, very low visibility. Hopefully, weather in New York is going to be a lot better. Alright, takeoff roll. Stable engines. Toga. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Want to be maintaining about 15 degrees of angle of a climb on departure. All right, good day.
133.0 for Tomago 112 tree.
Thrust lever set to climb 1,500 feet. Check. Autopilot now engaged. Flaps coming up.
2,500.
Speed brakes disarmed. And lights coming off. Alright, cool. So, got about 163 nautical miles till we reach New York. And cruising altitude, initial climb 7,000, cruising altitude at 22,000 feet. We got the plane running on autopilot mode right now. Open climb, so we did not set a vertical speed. Heading, we are now following our flight plan. And speed, we're letting auto throttle do its thing. Didn't put any inputs or anything like that. We're just leaving it as it is. And basically from here, now gonna climb to cruising altitude. It's at 22,000 feet. And again, I'm not gonna be setting a vertical speed for our ascent to cruising altitude. We're just gonna leave it as is and continue climbing here. So put the plane on time-lapse mode until we reach our cruising altitude, and we'll do some analysis when we get there and run you guys through our landing. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, you guys, we have reached our cruising altitude of 23,000 feet. So earlier I was saying, you know, we were going to cruise at 22,000 feet, but you know what? I made a mistake, accidentally set it to 23,000 feet instead of 22,000. So you know what, you guys? I'm just going to go with it. We're just going to roll with it. You know, 23,000 feet. That's our cruising altitude for this flight. Doesn't really make a difference. But let's check some stats here. So we got about 121 nautical miles before we reach York. Cruising on nav mode, altitude, we're locked in at about 23,000, which is what we set. Speed still being managed by the auto throttle. Didn't really set an input or anything like that. And so I'm gonna quickly run through our landing briefing, I guess, like our landing configurations for later on. So about 70 nautical miles out, you guys, gonna be starting our final descent into New York. About 70 miles out, and pretty much, you know, the entire landing phase of this video is gonna be on time lapse mode. You know, just to save a little bit of time. So might as well explain, you know, what I'm doing before we actually land the aircraft. So landing configurations, obviously we're gonna have flaps set to full, speed brakes armed, and landing brakes, or the auto brakes, is gonna be set to low. What else? What other details? Final approach speed is gonna be 140 knots as well, just in case you guys wanted to know. So that's our landing configuration basically. And yeah, 70 miles out, we're gonna start our descent into New York. But yeah, it's a nighttime flight here. Very peaceful, very beautiful. I've been enjoying like nighttime flights nowadays, just because like the textures of the buildings are not as noticeable. Like, I don't know, they blend. It looks better at night. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of night flights, and hope you guys enjoy night flights as well. I think it looks really good. And if you guys can hear that, by the way, we are using the fly-by-wire Airbus A320. So we finally accepted to mod our flight sim. I was very against modding to, you know, sort of to avoid crashes or like computer or the game crashing, because like, you know, you fill it up with a bunch of junk, and you never know. Back then, you know, flight sim wasn't really optimized that well, but now with the new update, with flight sim being released, or it was released for Xbox, it's been running very smooth. I've had almost zero issues. Decided to mod my my Airbus A320. Decided to download the fly-by-wire, which is very popular. I will leave links in the description below for those of you guys who want to try it out. And it comes with a whole new sound pack that sounds extremely realistic and pretty much like a real life A320, and that gave me a little bit more motivation to fly this aircraft and to play the game, honestly, because I feel much more immersed with these new sound pack, with the new sound pack and all that stuff. So yeah, I've been enjoying it, but just been relaxing, cruising pretty much, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna put the plane again on a time-lapse mode for our arrival and our descent, and I'll catch you guys in our final approach.
1,000.
Stabilized.
1,000. 500.
Landing.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Spoilers. There you guys have it. Welcome to New York. You guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, do not forget to leave a like and comment down below on what you guys want to see next, which full flight videos you guys want to see next. If you guys have not already, of course, subscribe and join the colony. Alright, you guys, once again, take care, and I will catch you in the next video.